Second question, question number 2. In question 2, we're going to be assessed on how to evaluate functions at a specific value, and we will be implementing the order of operations in the process. So the solution is as follows. We have the function f of x equals 4x plus 5. We're asked to find the value of f of negative 3. What on earth is that? What is f of negative 3? Well, we just look at what f of x is, and that will tell us what f of negative 3 is, right? So f of x is a rule. What this function does is it multiplies the input by 4 and adds 5 to it. As simple as that. So whatever the input is, you just multiply by 4 and add 5. Now let's set it up here. We're going to have 4 parentheses negative 3 times, close that, plus 5. Alright? Did you notice what I did here? I replaced my x's with parentheses first before substituting the input value. Alright? This is something that is very, very important. When you're evaluating functions as indicated in our caution here, you always want to use parentheses because it helps you avoid mistakes. So do you agree or not with this advice to use parentheses when you're substituting? Let us know if you think parentheses are important, or let us know if you think that parentheses are not important, and tell us why. Okay, so now we're going to use our order of operations. What is that? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses first, exponents, you multiply, divide from left to right, and then you add and subtract from left to right. We have multiplication and addition here. So what we're going to do is multiply first, alright? So 4 times negative 3 is going to yield negative 12. Negative 12 plus 5. Negative 12 plus 5 is negative 7. Remember, when the signs are different, you subtract and keep the sign of the bigger. Alright, so the answer to question number 2 is option number 2. Alright, now let me show you a neat little trick. Since you can use a calculator for this test, let me show you how you can use your calculator to evaluate functions right from the home screen. There are 2 other ways that you can go about this process, but I'll just show you the first one. Alright, so I'm going to show you this neat little trick using the TI-83 Plus calculator. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to store the input value. Okay, the input value we will store in the variable x. And then after we store the input value in the variable x, we will evaluate what this expression is. Alright, so let's store the input value. The input value is negative 3, so negative 3. STO means store in x. Press enter. How do you know if it's stored? Just press X, enter, and then you see negative 3 is outputted as the constant that has been assigned to this variable. Now we'll just type up this expression, just the right side, 4x plus 5, and then when you press enter, the calculator will insert negative 3 in the x position and calculate it and give us the final answer, which is negative 7. So this is just one out of 2 other ways in which you can evaluate functions using the TI-83 Plus calculator. So which do you prefer? Doing this problem by hand or using a calculator? Well, I would like to know. Just post your opinion in the comment section below.